Hello and welcome to the Play Android Game Reviews. I'm Daniel and today I'll be showing you the arcade game Star Trail by Roach Interactive. And as you might have guessed, it's all about stars, it's all about space. And here you have the starting screen with the green alien in the logo and the game's name here. And it's all about the green alien collecting minerals, collecting stuff in this game. And you see here already it's quite nicely animated in the beginning as well, with this sun on the left and the different buttons and the moving clouds of stars in the background. And well, we have our play button, we have our options menu. I'm just going to show you this real quick. And there you have the standard options here. For this game, you can turn off or on your sound, and you can switch between your input modes. So you have tilt and touch here, and we're gonna go with touch. So we can, well, play it with the touch screen here, and otherwise you'd have to tilt your device to move your spaceship later on. Then we have the upgrade button with the arrow pointing upwards, as well as a button for achievements here and a button for the instructions here. And here we have the tilt and the touch instructions, and we have a small little credit screen scrolling upwards. And then we have, well, a Facebook share button as well. And let's just start into the game. Let's just see how it does. And it greets you with a quick little instruction here. Swipe on the screen to move the ship to the sides. And we can just swipe here. And you see those faint 5, well, star trails here. And these are basically our lanes where we have to, well, switch between. And here it says swipe upwards and hold to levitate the ship. So let's just see, it's basically a jumping motion, and I just skipped that. But watch the fuel gauge on the top right corner, it depletes fast, stay down to recharge. So you can't just float endlessly. And here it says move the spaceship and pick up any object. And here we see we can pick up those things. Now pick up an object of same color or same shape. So you have to either pick up another white one or a crystal one. Fill the power up bar on the right by picking up energy orbs. So you see we have those energy orbs right here. We have a red one, and now we can pick up different energy orbs. We can pick up all the energy orbs, the green ones and the white ones and the blue ones as well. And we have to avoid other objects to fill up the gauge when we have the bars here. And we will just touch another object that didn't match our color or our form for our item, and then we went, well, the game goes game over, you lost a round. So let's just try to fill up the power bar on the right side here with those orbs, and the power bar is full. Press the flashing button on the right to activate power up, pick up any objects. And here we go with light speed, going through those lanes and picking up anything. In a way, 1000 points equal 1 gobble. Use gobbles to purchase upgrades. Good luck. So there's upgrades in the game. Let's just have a look at them right now. This is the upgrade menu, and we have different options here. We have different shields, different powers, and you see how much they cost. Sadly, we don't have any gobbles yet, but it'll come to you if you play the game long enough. Let's go back and let's just hop into the game again. And yeah, you see us playing along here, and it's basically endless gameplay. It goes on forever like this. And well, it's natural, the further you go and the longer you last, the more points you will rake in, and the faster you can purchase the upgrades, even better in the game. So yeah, you have different structures here, different crystals and different colors, of course. I think it's blue, red and green and white. So you can match up the colors or the forms of the objects. So we only can match up those kind of crystals with other crystals or energy orbs with energy orbs. And there are those packages along the way, and they give you some kind of temporary power up here, a energy shield. So we can make one mistake without getting, well, booted out of the round here. So quite nice here. And you see the whole game is kept in 3D graphics. Very nicely animated, I have to say. And looks just really polished and sports high quality and production value in terms of graphics here. And sounds as well. You have the music playing in the background. You have all these different indicator sounds. And it's really a nice soundscape in the game with this kind of space music, engaging music for this type of gameplay here, which is very quick and which requires a lot of skill to complete or to be good at. And the sound fits it perfectly. We have, well, as I said before, the indicator sounds and all the sound effects are there that you need in this kind of game, and it's really just satisfying. And we didn't miss anything in terms of sounds and graphics as well. I mean, you see the background going by, it looks really like you're in space. You're on this, well, star trail here, and which is a nice effect. And you have all your particle animations and stuff like that, making this game just look really good. And when it comes to controls, I showed you before, you can switch between control schemes for tilting or a touchscreen controls, and I have to say I prefer touchscreen controls because the tilting is, in my opinion, the less precise control, and the controls need some time. You need some time to get used to them because they kind of not really that intuitive, I'd have to say, and only one motion at a time is possible, so either switching lanes or jumping across the trails here. So you'd have to, well, it takes some time to get used to it. It has some kind of learning curve to it, and luckily you can always, well, go back into the tutorial and look at it again. But I think for this kind of game, the controls could be better, or it could be even more precise, because you need precision with this fast gameplay here. Yeah, well, this is all about the technical side of the game. Let's talk about originality. And you have this kind of game where you, well, pick up these elements, you have to match them up. You have to, well, think about what you pick up while you try to, well, be quick and while you try to show your skills here. So it's the game of thinking and, well, reflexes and skill-based game. It's both at the same time. And what I think this kind of gameplay, there are quite a lot of games that basically do the same, but, well, racing along fixed lanes, but a lot of them are not, well, don't employ the same principle of items here, like this one does. And this makes it quite unique in its own regard. It stands out among the crowd, I think, but it's still basically a, well, basic arcade game, and there are games out there that do similar stuff, so it's not, well, the whole setup of the, well, levels is not the same. And yeah, we have some trouble here with the ads coming up. There are ads after every fail in the game, which can be quite annoying, especially if you don't want to press or trigger them while recording here. So I'm sorry for the inconvenience here, but the ads are just so persistent. Then in terms of replayability, I mean, The game has some kind of achievements here, and this really well adds to the whole gameplay experience. But the overall gameplay doesn't change much. There are, of course, the upgrades you can purchase, but this only goes so far until you think, okay, I'm playing basically the same thing all over and over again. I'm sorry, and it really the basic gameplay stays the same, and there are actually no big surprises while playing it, so it's hard to say if you want to stick with it or not. I think it has, well, a replay value in the mid-range basically, so it's kind of okay, but it could do better. So yeah, this is basically all there is to say about this game from my side. If you want to try it out for yourself, it's free. You can download it in the Google Play Store. You will find the link in the video description as always, as well as the link to our article on playandroid.com, where you will find our final score and verdict. And I hope you enjoyed watching us play here. I hope you liked this video, and I hope you tune next time. And until then, I say goodbye.